What up, party poopers? Start pooping right now. This is the only channel you need to watch while you take a dump, because I am your poop coach and I'm here to make sure that you don't take a long dump, because that'd be bad for your health. All right, today is Monday, April 14th, 2025. What has been happening? Well, tomorrow is tax day, April 15th, 2025. So make sure you file those taxes, get those returns. If you're lucky, you'll get some money. If you're unlucky like me, you'll have to pay a ton of taxes. I have to pay a hefty amount. It really sucks. But I know that's what keeps our society together. That's what funds the government, a lot of it. And I just wish they would do a better job of spending my money and spending my hard-earned money on things that I care about, rather than just wasting it. So anyway, speaking of taxes, over the weekend, as you know, Trump was saying, had said that 125% tariffs were going to be imposed against China. And he even briefly mentioned possibly going up to 145%. China retaliated with their own tariffs. And over the weekend, finally, Trump let up and said, oh, but we're going to give some exemptions to certain electronics from China, such as semiconductors and smartphones. So because of that, earlier today, this morning, stocks went up a little bit. However, sometime throughout the day, I think Trump mentioned that, oh, these exemptions are just temporary, and that tariffs on semiconductors from China are forthcoming, so are coming soon. So then after the market closed, stocks went down a little bit. And as of right now, we're at or near the 2-minute mark. So please stop pooping if you haven't made any progress. Precautionarily wipe your butt, get up and move on with your day. If you are making progress, if your turtle head has popped out, then let's continue. So again, Trump said that he gave these exemptions over the weekend to these Chinese tariffs, but now has kind of backed a little bit away from that, saying that these exemptions are just temporary and that more taxes are coming. Stocks fell a little bit. And so I kind of want to talk about taxes since we're talking about tariffs. How do you get ahead in life in America? The tax code is written for the rich. So how do we get ahead? Is we have to understand the tax code. There are many ways that you can take advantage of the tax code, but it takes a lot of work, right? You have to read it, you have to understand it. A good start would be to watch YouTube on some, tax experts that have received a lot of likes. But you always have to do your own research. So, after whatever information you've gained from the YouTube videos, do your own research and see if it actually is what they say it is. So, but I just want to say that knowing tax loopholes, legal loopholes, and taking advantage of that is really important if you want to get ahead, if you want to become like, those rich people out there. All right, what else is going on? So speaking of rich people, Jeff Bezos and some other passengers, well, actually, I don't think Jeff Bezos' company, his space company, Blue Origin, flew a crew of 6, and by crew, I think it just means passengers, because this is an unmanned aircraft, spacecraft, and it goes up to the edge of space without pilots. And so it was 6 passengers. They were all female, I believe, including Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos' partner. I believe her name is Lauren Sanchez. But again, do your own research, fact check on your own. So that happened, and they landed safely. So it's kind of, rich people flaunting that they have the funds to do this. But from a scientific point of view, it is kind of cool that they did this. I am a fan of rocket science. I'm a fan of rockets, so it is pretty cool. And at this time, we have We're at or near the 5-minute mark, so please stop pooping, wipe your butt, and flush. And thanks so much for watching. Till next time, take care, poop heads.